Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing this super fun look inspired by a couple of things, well, a few things. So first of all, these pink freaking walls that will be going away soon. So I wanted to get my little pink eye look in while I had my pink walls. The Heaps of Sweets palette that I'm obsessed with by XO. She just released a new palette yesterday when I'm filming this and it sold out in a hot second, but I really love these like purples and these super fun, like kind of more candy tones. Plus, I cannot stop listening to that Yungblud song called Cotton Candy. If you came from my reels on Instagram, you know I can't stop listening to it. I love it. And so anyway, I was super inspired. I've done kind of this look before and I wanted to share it with you all today and just show you how easy it can be to create a super colorful look. It doesn't really take a lot of effort. I'm not very good at makeup. I'm by no means an expert or a makeup artist, and I can still kind of hopefully make it work. So if you want to see how I got this look, then please just keep on watching. Gonna start with my Bite Beauty foundation. I promise you I will get a different one. I just dropped my cap at some point, but this is so good and it cost me so many doll hairs, so I'm going to use it. So yeah, like I said, this room will be going bye-bye. I already have a color. You can probably see the cans in the corner. I will be doing it eventually. We're also doing our bathroom downstairs. And I just want to freshen it up. We've been here for long enough now that when we first moved in, we just painted things whatever, like gray and stuff, because we bought a bunch of it and it was easy, it was neutral, everything went with it. But now that we're here, I'm like, let's have some fun with color. I was inspired by the color of this room and that Yungblud song. If you guys haven't listened to it, I highly recommend it. At first I was like, oh, this kid just sings about like being grumpy about his parents. But I really like the new stuff that's been coming out, and he looks like Gerard Way to me. And if you don't know, My Chemical Romance is my favorite band ever for always. So I'm so into it. So I'm using this CoverGirl concealer for the first time, Trublend Undercover concealer. I've heard good things about it. I also bought the Joa one, but wasn't crazy about it. This is pretty thick. The doe foot applicator kind of reminds me of the Tarte, oh my god, it was so popular. I had it. I can't remember what the heck it was called, but it was the Tarte, I don't know. It was that Tarte concealer that everybody had, and it's pretty thick like that too. I'm gonna use my sponge. I know that sponges theoretically shear out the coverage, but I always like it for under my eyes. I feel like it just makes it blend a little bit more seamlessly. That is a nice concealer. Did you see that? That was crazy. It blended, first of all, pretty easily, and it does a pretty good job. Sometimes I like to let it sit for a second so that the coverage can get a little bit better. And you know what? I'm gonna use my finger a little bit too. I'm pretty impressed by that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was expecting to be like, it's gonna be fine, but I really like that. It was the Shape Tape. That's what it was called. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm glad that I figured that out sooner than later, because I've been thinking about it low-key in the back of my brain this entire time. To prep the eyeballs, I'm gonna use my Urban Decay Primer Potion, just a touch of that. To set the center of my face, I'm going to use this Catrice Prime and Fine Mattifying Powder, waterproof and transparent. I just want a touch of this. I do get like shiny, and while I do like to be like dewy, I don't want to look super matte. I find that it just makes the look a little bit cleaner when you just powder a touch, but obviously you do you. Whatever level of powder you like or do not like, it's up to you. I'm also going to use a touch of this bareMinerals concealer. This is well rested. XO is always yakking about it, and I bought it, and I feel like it always makes my under eyes like look a little cakey. So please, like, let's all cross our fingers here. I'm going to use this Morphe brush. This is G2. It was a gift. I find that it works really well for under the eyes. I'm just kind of tapping and swirling, but the shape of it is just so good for underneath the eye. So let's hope that this isn't a total disaster. It's supposed to sort of brighten the under eye. Oh, okay. It didn't totally cake me up, which is wonderful. So like I said in the beginning, we're using Heaps of Sweets by XO. When I'm filming this yesterday, she announced her new palette and it sold out in like 40 minutes. So I might have to hop on the pre-order. It looks really beautiful. But to start, I'm gonna go in with the shade Macaron on this like fluffy domed kind of brush here. And I'm going to put that through the crease. I'm not being too precise about it. I'm just using this as sort of the base to get the whole party started. Next up, I'm gonna take the shade Gumdrop. I'm gonna take that on the same brush actually. Just tap into it and then really tap off the excess. I don't wanna go in too hard at first. You can always build it up. But I'm gonna start sort of on the outside corner here because I want the most product to be on the outside corner. This is crazy pigmented. So like I said, like really tap it off. Dragging it in a little bit as well. Maybe I'll zoom you guys in. So obviously everybody's eye shape is really different. My eyes, when I look straight ahead, most of what you're getting is my crease and you're getting a little bit of my lid. So I can't do these like unbelievably intricate eye looks. So I try to keep it fairly simple. Grabbing a clean blender brush just to sort of go over all of that. Really make sure it's blended, smoked out. We don't want any harsh lines. Do you guys remember old Jaclyn Hill videos? That was her thing. It was like blend until you feel like your fingers are gonna fall off. She's such a good teacher. I wish she would go back to that style. It's been hard to keep up with her because I feel like she's always trying to sell something, which might be unfair because she does have a business and she's affiliated with Morphe, but it just, I don't know. She used to just like come on and teach us. I learned how to do a smoky eye from her and all kinds of beautiful eye looks because she's just so good at it. But anyway, so that's kind of where we're gonna start. I'm going to next grab the shade Lollipop, which is this like sparkly, oh, can you see it? Sparkly purple color. Take my finger and pop that on the lid. How beautiful is that color? Woo! Do not feel like you have to use the same stuff that I use. Dig through your collection. There's stuff in there you probably forgot you had. I do it often to myself. So I'm just going back in with that blending brush just to soften that edge. To finalize the look, I'm going to grab the color Bonbon, which is just like a matte purple shade. I'm gonna use this wicked old Makeup Geek brush. I don't even think they make this anymore, but it is my favorite for packing on the outer corner. So I'm gonna go into the color and then tap it off because I don't want it to get everywhere. So I'm just gonna kind of pop that onto the outer V. And then take my brush once more and just blend it. I want to create that dimension. How you do it is you build color on top of other color. You don't just go straight in with your deep color. You want to sort of build it. I'm going to go back in with my smaller brush and grab a little bit more of that shade Gumdrop, which is that like more pinky purple color. Just sort of go over it just to soften the color. Eye looks, I think, are all about building and blending, building and blending, building and blending. So don't be afraid to go back and forth a lot. I'm sure other videos you watch, you know, it looks like people have gotten an eye look out in a couple of minutes, but honestly, it takes a lot longer. Editing is a wonderful tool. So just remember, it takes time. Don't feel like you have to rush. You will get there and it will be beautiful. For the under eye, I'm going to start with Bonbon, that darker purple, and take that underneath. I'm gonna try really hard not to make a face because I always make a face when I'm down here. I'm like, why? I look like a Tim Burton character when I do that. I'm like, but for some reason it just feels right. And then to soften it, I'm going to grab Gumdrop once again, put that underneath and really smoke it out. How fun is that? Come on. I think the final touch for the eye is going to take the shade Sugar up here. Yeah, that's a clean finger. And I'm just gonna pop it right on the center of the eye. Just to add a little bit of light and contrast, and look how fun it is. Right on the ball of the eye. Just a touch of something brighter. So fun. So I'm gonna finish up this other eye and I'll be right back. In that little break, I was watching Sola cook. If you guys don't know who Sola is, I will leave the video down below. She is wonderful. All right, so Next, what I'm gonna do is jump into the eyebrows. I'm going to use this Sephora pencil. It's my absolute favorite. I'm just gonna kind of breeze through it. So typically what I do is lots of short strokes. I try to kind of outline the brow, and then towards the front, I try to flick it forward. That's a trick I learned from a makeup artist, Hung Van Gogh, I believe is how you say his name. He's Selena Gomez's makeup artist. He also has a channel on YouTube, which is so relaxing and so informative. I love to watch actual makeup artists because I myself am not a makeup artist. So I like to watch them work because it's so inspiring, and I learn. My brows are something I don't think I will ever be good at. Like, I am not pretending to be good at this. Trust me, I know that I'm not, but I don't know. So that'll do. And then I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Wow Brow just to kind of set those in place, fill in any gaps, give them a little texture. So because I want the eyes to be the focus, I'm keeping the rest of the face pretty chill. I'm gonna add a little bit of Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, but like not too much, just enough to sort of warm up the face, bring some life back, just really light, because again, you can build it up, but you can't take it away. Once it's on there, it's pretty much on there unless you're gonna wipe it off and totally restart. So just a touch, nothing crazy. For cheeks, I have this palette by Clinique, and it's a bunch of their Cheek Pop blushes. I don't know what shades these are, I'm really sorry, but they're really pretty. So I think what I will do is I'll start with this guy out here and mix in just a touch of that guy. And once again, just going in, making sure everything is seamless. For highlighter, I went back in the archives and I pulled out the ABH Moonchild palette. If you guys don't know about this palette, it is a ton of highlighters that have a shift, like they have a color shift to them. So there's Blue Ice, which has a blue in it, obviously, Blue Moon, there's purple, there's a green, but there's also one called Pink Heart. And I just want to add a touch of that because why not? It'll be interesting and different and a little bit more fun, and this look I think is pretty fun. So we'll just add a little bit of that to the top of the cheekbone. Yeah, I hope you guys can see. It's so fun. And I'm using this like bigger fluffy brush because I feel like I can kind of spread it a little bit more, like I can make it more of like a sheen than a really intense like stripe. I'm also going to use a small brush, a pencil brush, and put that in the inner corner. Next, we're gonna use some setting spray. I have the ABH Dewy set. The other day I used Final Seal because I was putting a mask on, but today we're staying home. If you're a super fancy person, you can go in with a pair of lashes. I have actually worn this look with a lash before and it was stunning, so beautiful. But in day to day, I am not wearing eyelashes, fake lashes, so I'm just gonna really layer up my Joa Lash Uprising Volumizing and Lengthening Mascara. I'm gonna put a ton of coats on. This is in shade Blackest Black. I won't bore you with the application, so we're gonna skip ahead to the lips. And finally for the lip, I'm so excited about this. So this is the Sailor Moon collection from ColourPop, an ultra blotted lip. I really like this formulation. This is in the shade Bunhead. This is really nice. I think you guys are gonna like it. It just looks so soft. And again, like you could go super hardcore with this. You could get like a pink lip or a purple lip. That would be so fun. But I love this blotted lip look. Like, it's so effortless. Once it fully dries, it can make your lips feel a little dry. So if you want to throw on some gloss or like a balm or something, I really like this one by CoverGirl. I hope they still make these. It's Oh Sugar. It's really nice. This is the shade Sprinkle. All right, I'm gonna get this hair sorted and I'll be right back. All right, so here is the finished final look. I just dried my hair, gave it a little curl. But yeah, this is so much fun. You guys don't have to be too serious with your makeup. Now is the time to play. We're home. We're all home. So if you wanna go to work with this eye look, you should do it. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate the love and support. Follow me on Instagram, check out my podcast. I'll have a bunch of stuff down below if you wanna check it out. And yeah, look at my last video. I had a total vlog fail. Not gonna lie to you, it happens, but hopefully in the future I'll be better. But anyway, thanks again and I'll see you soon. Bye. Oh yeah, one more thing. I forgot to tell you guys, using product candy today. I live for a good theme.